Hello, Warhammer 40k fans! If you are indeed fans, you've come to the right place. Because
it's quite hot here, actually, so yeah, we do need the fans.
some of you might have tuned in before to hear the tale of the Dark Angel, Intel, and Librarian scanning Jericus' mind, peeling back one memory at a time, like layers of an onion, to try and uncover the awful truth of what it is he witnessed out on a mission. But before they can do that all Animus Assassin's Creed style, he has to relive past memories.
Oh, he is an assassin, so I guess Assassin's Creed style does work.
Yes. He doesn't gain any experience for doing it.
Nope.
Because that would give him an unfair advantage over the rest of the cell.
Yeah.
It's really a case of flavour. But of course he does have to pay out for all the expended ammo and things like that. But, you know, in the last one against the Eldar, he got to pick up a new gun, for example, the Ranger rifle. Yeah, so
it basically works in the same way as the...
So it's his reward, in a way, isn't it? For his expenditure, his financial costs, and little things he would have picked up, like, that would happen, like insanities and corruptions and things like that. The little things that take their toll on you.
Yeah. Out
of play. Alright, so, on this one, he had a report come in from... in fact, it was from Malvanius, Inquisitor Malvanius. Before Malvanius was his Inquisitor, he actually gave him this one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Said that there was a planet in a jungle zone. That becomes very important. There's a heat wave on at the moment. And there has been reports of a Inquisitor going, they think might be heretical and gone insane.
Yeah. He
claims that there is a Xeno presence on the planet. They can find no evidence of the Xeno presence at all. They think he's mad. They want to get ready to detain him and remove him from his position.
Yeah.
They want Jericus to go in with a squad of 20 Imperial Guard to find the truth of the matter. Because if he is mad, then they have to remove him from duty, don't they?
But you can't have people shouting, oh, there's Xenos about all over the place. We know they're all about all over the place anyway, but we don't want to tell people that.
not on an Imperial world.
No.
Out in the jungle, there is a civilization nearby. So some people have gone missing in the area, and so they really want to just find out what it is. They've triangulated the position approximately to where the disappearances are taking place, and having the LZ be the approximate centre point. I suppose they would have had the logging teams come in and clear an LZ out beforehand.
Yeah.
Or maybe just bombed it conveniently. Boom. One LZ. Yeah. Oh, damn, I love the future. And then just dropped in. Jericus instantly gave the orders to the other troops. He's wearing a rosette. So he said, go in, full weapons ready, eyes on, set up a immediate perimeter from the disembarkation. So they did. They scanned all areas. Everything was clear. So then he set up a base of operations around the what was it, a Valkyrie that dropped them in.
Yeah, the dropship.
Now he had his lockers there on board on the Valkyries, one stacked up next to the other. He's got a explosives locker, and then next to that is his guns and ammunition locker. So he took out a couple of guns with him as well, and that sort of nice stuff. He's taking his new acquired sniper rifle that we just spoke about earlier in the video as well. So he has 10 of the Marines. They're Cadetians as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Style, kind of jungle warriors. Stay back at the base, set up turrets. They managed to set up 2 turrets. They set up laser grid fields with alarm rigs.
Yep.
Plant some claymores with marking the positions by hacking the trees there in a particular way, showing the the fresh white wood underneath.
Yeah.
As marking positions. This is because it's a Xeno threat, not a trained military threat. He takes that liberty.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, liberty is taken.
Paints a big sign on it. Claymores be here, but you speak Xeno, so you won't know that. Would you? So, anyway, He then heads out with a team with 10 of the Imperial Guard, and they go out around in teams of 2. Jericus quietly starts trailing one of the teams of 2, so there's basically 5 teams go out while 5 stay at the base.
Mm-hmm.
They put the dinner on and stuff like that. That's the important stuff, right? Make a latrine, read the instruction book on how to actually work the VCR and stop it flashing 12. These kind of problems. We know that this particular universe is a bit backward. They still suffer from the VCR 12 thing.
Yeah.
We've got Blu-rays and they've still got VHS, right?
As far as I'm aware.
Yes. Isn't a data slate just an iPad? We're there, aren't we, already?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
Technically an iPad, but it looks more pathetic than an iPad.
Yes.
Too clunky.
And plus it's in kind of green and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it does produce holograms.
Oh.
That might be why. They can't get any other colour.
Suddenly, one of the teams, on the approximate 12 o'clock position, doesn't call in.
Like you were going to start shaving even though you didn't have a beard.
Stop shaving, you don't have a beard. I'll have to link that on screen now. Look what you've done. Because they were on a spread pattern, it's got that position, because basically they were going to go a mile at a time. So they go out a mile, stop, report in. Go out a mile, stop, report in. So that's how the system was. And so after a couple of miles, one of them didn't report in. So they all were told to come back in, turn back around, and go into sweep pattern formation. 2 by 2s again. Mm-hmm. He's still secretly following one of them. And the one that he's following is where the incident broke out. He's got full stealth switched on his suit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he rolled some awarenesses and didn't really get anything up until now. And then he came upon an awareness thing. Because this thing, the alien presence which was here, came for his 2 troops.
Yep.
But he rolled 0-1.
0-1, my dear friends. 0-1. I think you got the lady swooning in the aisle just by walking past at that point. You don't have to say anything.
Go on, ladies. Are you swooning? Only geek girls would swoon if I got up to them and say
0-1.
Hi, I just rolled 0-1. Oh dear. Alright then. So, nasty big alien on my position. I can kind of see a shimmering. It's standing still. I'm going to infrared. Oh, that didn't make things any better. I can sort of see it now. That's worse. It's big and horrible. It's massive. It's like something Cthulhu just shat out when he was having a nightmare. It's got these big talon things coming out of its back and just...
Pete would love that. He'd think it's cute.
Yes. He'd say, oh, Zoidberg cosplay, how nice. This isn't a Futurama convention.
Unfortunately for you, it isn't.
This thing was about to attack the 2 guardsmen that was in front of Jericus, so he wanted to do something. So he said, look, the team coming in approximately on the 5 o'clock position of it, coming quick and loud. He warned the other 2 ahead, look, you've got a great big stinky alien about to pounce on you. Don't give it away yet. But take your safeties off and get your grenades ready. Meanwhile, he did the full aim. And aiming with this thing improves its damage penetrative.
This is what we're dealing with! Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. The ones that quickly arrived into the clearing surprised it. It turns round and it's like, what the fuck? Hey, you don't sneak up on me, I sneak up on you!
But wait a minute, you're actually making noise, so are you actually sneaking up on me? What? Oh, fuck this.
Yes.
Get over here!
Yeah. Big tendril, snappy thingy. Grabbed. Pulling Marine in. Jericus is like, shoot the invisible Marine going through the air. Shoot the point of where it's splitting apart and goring. Shoot at the gore. Shoot the gore. They threw grenades. They did all sorts. They did like 3 damage total because of its insane toughness and chitinous armour.
Mm-hmm.
3 damage. And that's from the 1 Marine opening fire at full auto and 2 of them trying to throw grenades at it.
And 1 failing because his grenade went and, well, it jammed. It could have blown up on the Marine, basically, but it didn't.
Then, obviously, Jericus takes his shot, and that did 6 damage. So that was better.
Jericus did the most.
Yes. He did better than an attempt of a full auto and 2 grenades at once on it with his 1 shot.
Yeah. Basically, he was going to hit anyway. It was just a case of wearing seeing.
Those Eldar know how to make guns, don't they?
Yeah.
Whew. So, at least for snipers.
Well, and Jericus knows how to fire guns. So
he does. He knows that. Yeah. The Lictor managed to spot him, even though it's -20 to spot him because of his camo stuff. But it's good at things like that. So then it ran straight at him, and everyone's doing fear tests. The 3 guardsmen there were paralysed with fear. It decides to come for Jericus.
Yeah.
Jericus he fails his fear test terribly, rolling 80-something. I spend a fate point and roll 80-something again. And he runs like the blazes away from it. Jericus runs very fast. This thing's faster. So it launches an attack after him. Jericus manages to dive behind a tree and forward flip and jump up onto a branch and get away from it.
It got 3 attacks in general.
Fires another attack. Jericus dodges again because he's got step aside, so it's double dodge.
Yep, 2 dodges per turn. Or at least an extra reaction to be used for a dodge.
Against the second attack. He can't stop the third attack. It did... How much damage? Was it 20?
It did your exact amount of health after everything was removed.
Yeah. It did 27 damage, was it?
It did 26. You
26,
took off
27.
9 of that.
I took off armour and toughness bonus. And then Jericus has got 17 wounds. And there was only 17 to take off, so it took him to 0 health. So
you got lucky. If you'd gone down to -1, you would have taken an extra 1d5 for critical table.
Oh, boy. Hey, sometimes you've just got to get lucky, haven't you? That's the writing of the heroes on the wall. Were the ones that had
their blood spilled.
A measure of luck combined with, the skill to take advantage of that luck.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to take another round of that.
No.
But
Jericus got really unfortunate because the damage that came through was a critical. A Righteous Fury.
Alright, yeah.
So yeah, and it hit on it confirmed the Righteous Fury, and it decided to just pound you with it, really.
Okay, yeah. So he made it back to the base by expending everything he's got. He made it back to the base of operations. He'd already radioed it in, all the stuff that was happening, and said, "Look, get the planetary protocols ready, because this is a Tyranid. And where there's one, there will be more." Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, then he says, so he runs into the camp. The guys on the turrets are ready. Jericus can't even speak. He's like out of breath. Very big. This thing bursts into the clearing, goes through the claymores. They blow up on it. It's pissed off from that. I said, "Oh, what damage did you do?" "You've pissed it off." He said. He'd already given the order while running to start the engine. Yeah, it's basically...
Yeah.
Before, they did it damage. And of course, it sounds like a certain Schwarzenegger movie, doesn't it? So it was definitely decided, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Get to the Valkyrie! Yeah.
The only good thing is Jericus didn't have to cover himself in mud and hide under a log until nightfall and do some random yelling with a torch.
He decides to jump on board the Valkyrie, telling it to begin lifting off. He quickly takes one of his impromptu explosives. Well, he's rigged up with his demolition skill, a halfway there melter. He's taken a melter canister, yeah, that's right, from ammunition, and rigged that up to sort of be an explosive on the timer. So it isn't like a full melter power, it's like 3d10 plus a little bit of his whatever bonus from the... So it's like 3d10 plus 4, for example, or whatever degrees of success on demolitions test add to the 3d10 a bit. Yeah, they're very expensive to make, too many of them. And he had a locker there with 2 melters in, so he's taken this thing and whacked it onto the back of the locker, and it's stood up inside the Valkyrie.
Yep.
Now,
it's going to be fun.
That was preparation if it really all goes south. He's given the order for the 2 on the turret to stay on the turret, and 2 more to stay giving covering fire, but the rest all embark on the Valkyrie. and it begins to take off. This thing runs into the camp, tears one of the turrets up out of the ground with the guy on it as well. I said it was just like using one of those plungers to pull a weed out of the ground and send it flying, really.
Yeah.
It's starting to lift off, and he grabs his heavy bolter and mounts it on the side of the Valkyrie.
Bracing it, basically.
Yes. He doesn't have the training in it, but there's a few advantages going into play now. So he's minus 20, but he's got the height advantage and some other nice things all going on. Begins to start opening fire down on it, and he got
It can only fire at full auto.
He got enough shots in, enough bullets to shred through, and that did cut through into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Come on, 2d10 to begin with.
It did it. It did it. You know, he's discharging this heavy bolter.
He's basically standing there, hand on the top, gun on the trigger, like.
Yeah, he killed it. He actually killed it. He killed the Lictor.
Can you also kill a poker?
Would it be from behind or in front?
I don't know. You tell me. Where's the alcohol and where's the gambling going?
Stop it! So, they're going up in the craft, and he's shot this thing, and he's like, oh, okay, get the teams in to recover this thing. And by the way, keep your guns on it.
Don't want to get him back up.
But if that hadn't have worked, he was ready, basically, to kick the locker out of the ship, and then click the detonator to make the one explosive set off the 2 melter bombs.
Yep.
On it.
Mm-hmm.
With the door of the locker open, so that it wouldn't even slightly contain it. He'll do what's needed, and he'll kill those other guardsmen if he has to complete it, because the world's doomed.
Oh, well, Parameters said the guardsmen were expendable anyway. You weren't. Afterwards, the the Dark Angels were like...
Yeah, we cut back to the interrogation.
And they're like, this bastard's crazy enough to take on a Lictor? One of them was like, this guy's got devastating material written all over him.
Foreshadow.
That almost sounded like the intro to Halo.
It really did, didn't it? And with that, we'll leave you there. We hope you enjoyed the... It happens sometimes, doesn't it?
Yep.
That heavy bolter, when it goes your way, doesn't it just?
Yeah.
That thing stops everything.
Well, that's basic equipment for a Space Marine Devastator, that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get the training for that thing.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing, just to report in on Jericus,
Mm-hmm.
because he's a solar project, from looking at the Rogue Trader book,
Yeah.
you decided that him being a solar as he is, he would end up with the armour implants.
Yeah, it's a special sub-skin armour, which it's an implant. Basically, think of it like Wolverine's adamantium skeleton. He's got some sort of armour carapace planted straight under his skin, right next to the bone. It counts as extra 2 points of armour.
So that procedure has occurred and happened to him now. Because basically the solar project, so it's a bit like Weapon X anyway. So,
yeah.
And he always gets put into a vault and have a load of wires and things put into him, and they put him in this box and get these readings out of him and say, right, okay, we're doing this to you this time. All right then, it's going to hurt.
He doesn't care.
It's going to hurt, right? He's a tool. He's a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He's a weapon.
Which is what Malvanius respects him for. Malvanius actually likes Jericus because he's the only character or person in the entire universe. You're a gun, I'm going to point you shoot at them.
Yeah, he knows where he stands. He's even ordered Jericus, if anyone ever orders you to kill me, you tell me first. That's an order. Another memory's being peeled back from the onion that is his mind. But will this onion make them cry? Because the real truth is still to be learned. And, oddly enough, it does involve Tyranids and a world invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a follow-up on this very planet?
Who knows?
Are they getting closer? Or are they going to get further away? Because we did joke. This was basically Predator. Happened here. And on the vein of Arnie movies, all we need now is Terminator, you've said. And I was like, what sort of crazy career has Jericus had behind him? Damn it.
Yeah.
And half this stuff he doesn't even remember.
What was it said? Oh yeah, looks like I have faced some various Xenos in my past, it seems.
With that, we'll leave you there. See you at the next video. And the next flashback video as well, where we'll see all the good stuff that happens next. We don't know if it's good. Well, it's retrospective because it's already happened, but we haven't done it yet, so it hasn't. I'll look forward to the past in the future that will be your present. Until then, I'll see you at the table.